You voluntarily take it. It's experimental. It's not approved by the FDA. Who knows what's in it? It's every day in Stereoscopic 3D. I am so excited because I am the temporary custodian of a couple of BMW motorcycles, and I will be doing some upgrades, maybe some regular maintenance, modifications, whatever you want to call it, and I'm going to film it in 3D and present it right here. And this is the first episode featuring some of those clips. Enjoy! You got the clock here, and we're going to open this up and we're going to replace the light bulb, which looks kind of like a bullet, and it's a specialized, well, it looks like a specialized light bulb. I looked up the brand, and the brand is actually used in a Porsche or a Jaguar, I don't know. I think it was a Porsche. And that kind of makes sense because Porsche is German and so is the BMW motorcycle. So you simply pop the clock out. There are a couple of wires back here that sit on these blade connectors here. There's the positive. That's the negative. You can tell because it's screwed into the case right there for a ground. Here's where the bulb goes. And I'll show you the little thing that holds the bulb. Okay, so there's the bulb holder. As I said, it looks kind of like a bullet. It had this little brass looking case with the bulb sticking out. It looks almost exactly like a bullet. And it sticks right in there. Oops, let me put it in there correctly. I'm looking at the screen and looking at that and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, it goes right in there. I don't want to push it too far because it takes pliers to get it out. So there you have it. And now, I think what I'm going to do is discard that because I'm just simply going to put a LED bulb in there. I have a positive and negative wire, and one of the wires has a resistor on it. Looks like the positive, probably. That's where I would put it. And it can stand 12 volts. So the wiring on this bike is red with a white tracer as a constant positive, and then you have the blue wire which went into the back of the light bulb, and that is a switched power, and then you have the brown wire which is ground on a BMW motorcycle. So the clock takes power from the battery constantly, even if you don't have the key switched on. The key switches on the switched power, which is the blue wire, meaning that when you turn the key on the bike, that's when the light comes on for the clock. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and solder this into that wire and hook it up. Basically, you take the two wires and you put them together in this manner and twist them together with each other. And yes, I was smart. I put my shrink wrap on there first. So there's my little bit of shrink wrap. We'll bring this up. Now what I'm going to do with the ground wire is attach it to the screw that is the ground on the clock. And then whenever you put a wire on something that is a screw that you're going to tighten down, you want the wire to go, for instance, this one is tightened clockwise, so you want the wire to go up, around like that. Up, around, clockwise. So when you tighten it down, it'll be screwing it tighter onto that. And hopefully I've got enough wire to pull it around here and get it into the light bulb hole. Yep, just about. Now watch out for the positive right here. Okay, now we can button this thing up and see if it works. It doesn't have a second hand, so you can't tell, but it will be. Of course, it's going to be off probably just a tiny bit. Oop, I'm putting it upside down. And in the back, as you put it in, you will find that there's a square that you need to match up. You have to match up that square shape right there. And nope, that twisted the clock way around. I'm going to move it around again. And then match it in. There we go. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and screw it back in. I have faith that it's going to work, but I know I should have tested it before I put it all up, but it'll be alright. It's easy enough to take it back off if something is not right. Alright, here we go. We're going to test it out. Put the key in there, and there you go. And keen-eyed observers and fans and mechanics of R1150Rs will notice that I did not put the clock adjuster in the back of the clock. That's because this one is missing the clock adjuster. It's a little thing that sticks out, and when you push on it, it makes the clock go around, and the longer you push on it, the faster it'll go for adjusting the clock. So if you miss the hour on setting these, you have to hold it in and wait till it goes all the way around to come back. Kind of annoying. I wish BMW had done something different with that, but you know, these bikes have had this since the 90s, I believe, and technology for motorcycles like that wasn't high, shall we say. Now we got all kinds of digital displays and everything, so it's awesome. Mary had a little lamb. Its fleece was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. It followed her to school one day, which was against the rules. It made the children laugh and play to see a lamb at school. Now Mary's banned from Facebook and probably Twitter too. The press told us it was a lamb, but we all know it was a ewe. You done? Okay.